Hi guys, this is Jamie Puterbaugh with Aviar Golf Academy in Carlsbad, California. And this video segment, and the sole purpose of this video, is to take down the longest standing piece of golfing advice through all of its centuries in history of the game, and that is to keep the head down. It is unfortunately still taught by many instructors, and it is unfortunately given as advice between your golfing buddies whenever a bad shot is struck. And this piece of advice implies that the achievement of striking a ball properly is a visual achievement and only a visual achievement. In other words, if your eyes are not completely fixated on watching the club hit the ball, you are not going to hit a good shot. Now, the best way to prove this wrong is to show the best players in the world that do nothing near what this piece of advice implies. So let's go ahead and get started. So Annika Sorenstam on the left, one of the best female players to ever play the game, is making her swing, and she makes a great turn back, and on the way through, as she's approaching the ball, her eyes are nowhere near looking at the golf ball. The contact of the golf ball is purely incidental for her. She trusts her golf swing, she knows where the bottom of her swing is, and she turns through into balance, and the golf ball sails towards her target. The next player that we will show is Dustin Johnson, and with him with the wedge in his hand, as he swings through to balance, not many people notice this in full speed, but in slow motion you can see that his eyes are looking out and forward to the target. We'll keep this list going. We'll show a few more players, and the list that we have is much longer than what we're going to show just in this segment, but we will try to show enough world-class players to try to get the message across. David Duval is over on the left, former world #1 player, British Open champion, and as he's hitting his driver, the eyes are looking out and forward as he swings and turns beautifully into his finish. Jim Furyk, one of the most consistent players to be on tour over the last decade. His eyes are looking forward and out, and his swing is extremely functional, and he probably has one of the most square club faces that work before and after the golf ball of any player that's ever lived. We will keep going now with Henrik Stenson on the right and Inbee Park on the left. Inbee Park is former world #1. She's now trailing behind Lydia Ko, but an absolutely amazing player. As she's striking this iron, you see much of the same from Annika, Duval, Furyk, Dustin Johnson. The eyes look forward. Now, we're not necessarily implying to all of our students that come through for lessons and through our golf school at the Aviar Golf Academy that we tell them to move their eyes forward and you never see it. But what they need to understand is the necessity for the body to actually turn through the shot. Turning through the shot is beneficial to your game because as we watch Henrik do this on the right, as he's turning through, his eyes are nowhere near looking at the golf ball. Everything is kind of a blur when it's down there. But as he swings through, he has great extension through the shot, and the body is turning through every frame of this video. So you can see how his hands are plenty far away from his belt. So with this change, I figure it'd be appropriate to show a student who made this change and improvements to his swing, and how the perception of keeping the head down was prohibiting him from getting through the ball the way he really wanted to. So he swings up to the top on the left. This was on day 1. And with his head staying down for so long, the body really isn't turning through the hitting area here. And the hands are very narrow and close to the belt as he's halfway through the ball. This leads to a lack of power, it leads to inconsistency, and it makes it tough to hit the ball solid on any sort of a regular basis. So on the right, he made his improvements, made a better turn, and he's actually learning how to get through the ball now. So he's halfway through the shot now, and there's more extension out and through. The body is turning, and comparing that to the frames on the left is a night and day difference. So your enjoyment of the game is usually correlated to your ability to play. We all want to try to play better. And if you have preconceived notions about the golf swing that are completely false, you are going to be restricting some of your enjoyment of the game that is out there. I really hope that this is helpful to any of you that are trying to look to improve your game. If you ever have a question, please shoot me an email or go to www.aviargolfacademy.com. Thanks for watching this, and best of luck with your game.